Yo, John Hope Bryan, and this is Money and Wealth. And this is my trending topic of the week. It's salute to Mike Epps and his wife, Kyra. Uh, they are doing it in Indianapolis. They are walking the talk of what I call the civil rights movement. I didn't say civil rights. The leaders of all of that movement are already established in history. I'm talking about making new history from civil rights in the streets to silver rights, Silver, in the suites, cutting the business deal. The new color is not black or white or red or blue, it's green. And we need some economic green in our neighborhoods, invested in, the legal trade of capitalism and free enterprise to lift us up in a way that is sustainable. And Mike Epps didn't just talk about it, he's doing it. He and his wife went and bought six or more homes, at least six homes in his own with his own paycheck over a period of time. He didn't do it all at one time as he was, doing comedy and doing movies and setting a little bit aside. He decided, and I think this goes back even to the 90s, to just buy a house, here, to buy a house there till he owned the block, most of the block that he grew up in. These are same blocks, same homes, or the same block. He said he was arrested 1,000 times. Same block where his grandmother owned a home. One of the homes he revitalized was for his grandmother, as I understand it. Same block where that he's seen, go through all kind of changes and transitions in the course of his life, from doing really pretty good to doing pretty crappy. And we complain about things like gentrification. By the way, gentrification is nothing wrong with that. Gentrification simply means a movement in middle class values. Actually, we want that. We want homes and values to come up. We just want it to include us when it happens and not replace us when it happens. And so sometimes you got to not just talk about being a PhD, but a PhD too. I like both of those things. I like people who do things. Mike did things, went and bought these properties, slowly invested here and there with his wife, methodical about it, quiet about it, even, and then got HGTV inspired and involved in a new program. I think they call "Buying Back the Block," right? And yeah, check it out and check him out. They did it, and as you can see, there are black people who've benefited, white people who've benefited, Asian, Indian, everybody benefited. Not just people who bought the homes and are living in the homes, people who worked on the homes, plumbers, electricians, lighting, roofing. That's what I do with my own company. I try to make sure that half of all of my vendors at Promise Homes Company, at least, are minority and women small businesses, plumbing, heating, landscaping, roofing. This is job creation, by the way. This is, wealth creation through contracts, painting. Help me out here. Did I say landscaping already? Think about all the stuff that goes in roofing into fixing and maintaining homes. And then once you do that, as you'll see, checking out his video, once he did that, then the city, leaned in and they start, upgrading the infrastructure. You start seeing parks show up in green spaces, right? You start seeing people with higher education and higher income moving back into the neighborhood. Now, economic energy returns to the neighborhood. And so now nobody's getting kicked out. You've got people who live there, who are middle income, working class and middle class. You have people working there on the homes in the neighborhoods who might be working class, might even be the working poor, but they're participating and benefiting as well. Now you've got a tax base for the city, so the city can now afford to have proper public services, garbage removal, making sure the lights, as in the street lights, are fixed. Make sure that there's money for, I've already said, green space, public spaces. Frankly, the schools get inspired. You start seeing businesses move into areas like this to serve. They look like, oh wait, check that out. They need a, you'll start seeing coffee shops show up and little corner shops and boutiques and hair salons and barbershops. All that stuff starts to move in when poverty and problems move out. Prosperity moves in when problems move out. That's not a black, situation, or a white situation, or a Latino situation, or Asian situation. It's an aspirational situation, and Mike and his wife have shown you how to do it right and make it tight and making smart sexy again, and doing it in a way that actually enhances their economic plight, like they're doing it right and increasing their economic might. And I'm not trying to be a rapper. It just so happens that, sometimes when you do it right, it is cool and smooth. So Tip, my brother Killer Mike, don't get mad at me because I'm rapping a little bit and rhyming a little bit. No, don't be, I'll never be a challenge to your talent on rocking the mic. But don't you rock this economic pen that I've got over here where I might have something for you. All right. Back to the story. The Epps family now have increased their net worth. These homes that they bought for next to nothing, I hope. Uh, so that's the '90s. So we're going back almost 30 years. These accumulating it over time. They hopefully bought next to nothing. I hope they did. Now they've invested. Now HGTV hopefully has invested because it's good for the network. The equity I keep talking about in real estate investment goes to the Epps family. It also goes to anybody else who's buying a home in that neighborhood that gets a knock-on effect. Meaning, in other words, if the house next door to you gets improved, then you may want to improve your house. But certainly, it improves the value of your house if the house next door has got $100,000 of rehabilitation and improvement going into it, then you're going to get some kind of halo effect on your house. You may get a $20,000-$30,000 pop in value in your house because somebody put $100,000 in the house next door and you did nothing. If you then improve your house with some new paint and some landscaping, you may get a pop of $30,000 or $40,000. I'm talking about homes that are 100, $200,000, $300,000 in range at the moment, which it sounds to me and looks to me based on what I'm seeing is going on in this neighborhood in Indianapolis that the Epps family is revitalizing. And so as it comes up, they come up. As the community does well, they do well. That's good capitalism, doing well and doing good. I keep saying that good capitalism is where I benefit and you benefit more. Bad capitalism is I benefit and you pay a price for it. This is good capitalism. Bad capitalism is, drug dealing, is rent to own stores, title lenders, liquor stores, pawn shops, check cashers, not all check cashers, but the predatory ones, title lending stores and all these folks preying on our neighborhoods and low credit score neighborhoods. This guy is actually raising the credit score, raising the economic energy of this neighborhood. It'll attract investors. As I said, it will attract involvement, positive involvement by the city. The police will be more respectful. I guarantee you, right? Mike's not going to have any problem in his neighborhood. I guarantee you. But people who live in this neighborhood are not going to have any problem with their taxpayers. Hello. So, what do you think about this? I mean, what's your opinion on this? But I'm just really excited about it, and he's my profile of the week of a celebrity doing it right. Happens to be a black celebrity as well, who understands that he can't just cash the check. He's got to write some. You can't just make the money during the day. You got to build wealth in your sleep. You got, and real estate is the easiest way. Well, one of the easiest way to do it and providing affordable housing to people. And it's just like plus, plus, plus. Everybody wins when you buy back the block. Love and light. This is John O'Brien. I'm out on Money and Wealth today, and I'll be back in with another profile soon. Be inspired. I am.